been lots of stories out there, especially about young people within ages 14 to 30 with so much crave to make money without going through the right means.
No, wow. So don't you know?
You go carry plastic pants, yeah, zip pants, life and direct, life for the.
What is the reason behind this trending lifestyle among young people?
I said the crave for money is a very, very interesting one. Everybody's looking for money. Even your 3-year-old is looking for money to buy something. But recently, it's been on a very alarming rate. So with that on the rise, definitely everybody's attention is to money. Imagine your colleague that you went to school together and the person has outshined you. So selfishness and, let's say, lack of contentment in play. You too, you go and join. You want to make your own money.
For youth now, they want to make money anyhow. They are looking for money, searching for money. Most of them don't want to work. Even people that are working now, hardly before they get daily bread.
If you see young youths running after money, the problem we're having, love of money. That's the result of love of money. Everybody wants to make money. Whether you kill somebody or you steal somebody else's property, it's love of money.
Let me say the deranged economy too.
Okay.
I think that's it. And peer pressure too.
So greed is part of it, pressure is part of it. I feel the reason I don't believe in peer pressure is because I myself growing up, I cannot be put under pressure by what somebody do. So I tell myself I should not look at things from my own perspective. I should look at it from other people's perspective. So I don't believe in the peer pressure thing, everything. I can't be forced to do what I don't want to do. But I feel greed and competition is actually two things that work together. They are competing. It's the word of competition now.
Another factor can be pressure. You know, somebody that been struggling right from day one as a childhood, is struggle to school, primary school, secondary school, struggle to enter university. During those periods, some people are sponsoring, and many times the people that sponsor are not very buoyant. They are hoping that what we are sponsoring is more or less an investment. So we are hoping that someday we are going to get returns of our investment. So such a person that fall in that category, that been sponsored by a mother that sells pepper, that barely makes 100 naira in a day, but contribute that money, borrow money from here and there, and then you finish university, at least that's a good point to expect a return. So the mother is waiting for the return. So it's now get worse when the person is like the first among other children. So the mother believes that if I'm able to sponsor you to a very good level, then you should take up the responsibility from there, sponsor your junior ones, and at the same time that he's sponsoring his junior ones, he's also going to be taking care of the mother, the father, and many other family, and he at the same time is planning to get married to take care of the wife. So all of those things are enough pressure to push one into, okay, how do I get this thing fast? Job is not forthcoming. The little skills I'm trying to engage myself in is not bringing profit because there's inflation in price, so I'm not getting anything. So it seems as though there is no other way out than to cheat on another person, than to make other people go through pain so that you can get it. Since all other moves of doing it right are not working, then doing it wrong, it looks as though it is the way of making it working. So when people, the height of it now, I think, is the lack of the fear of God.
Because of hungry and they no work for country, no work for country, no work. Now he make it thief, make it the struggle, and find the thing no in one, make it the thief for outside. And that if we stay for here now, you will see them, then go rush, then go pass. If we not stay for your market, then we thief the thing one take.
Transparency Watch and Scorecard discovered that government and the society were not exempted from having a hand in this menace.
The foundation of this country is faulty. The foundation goes to the household as well. So they say corruption is in the country. Corruption is everywhere, even in the house. It started from the home. For you to have a good country, you must have a good home. So if you cannot rule your home, you cannot rule a country. So the foundation is faulty.
You know, many of our youth now, the friendship they are making among themselves. In Yoruba, they say, show me your friend, and I will tell you the type of person you are. Bad gangs do cause it.
Government did not make any provision for youth, and when there is no provision for youth, there will be an increasing crime in the country. So that is what is really happening. I think our graduates, our even normal people that they don't even go to school, I think they make provision for them. Okay, when you finish this work, at least you will have access to loan.
Government cannot be excused from this, because in this part of the world, there are a lot of things that are happening that in other parts of the world it's not like that. And the difference is the choice and the policy that the government puts in place. So when we look at the scamming rates in the youth, we can trace it back to the news we get every day from the government sector, like people looting money, embezzling, and we just hear the beginning of the story, we don't get the end to the end of the story. So it's as if nothing is wrong with it. So if our leaders are doing it, then why should I not do it as a follower? So everybody wants to be a scammer from that point of view. So the activity of the government, the choice and the policy of the government is another thing.
Then apart from that, the employment rate, that means the rate at which people are getting employed. So the unemployment market is very, the margin is very slim. So that alone, when you have somebody sitting at home after reading all the books to the BSc level, and at the end of the day you have to assist somebody in selling, it's not very comfortable. Everybody has dreams, but when you are not seeing your dream being in activity, or your dream being activated, or you've taken steps closer to your dream, then it gets very frustrating.
What then is the solution to the ambitious quest by young people to make money?
A life is a journey, and they don't believe in going through that process of the journey. They believe when they make so amount, or when they get so amount, they are going to drive their happiness. And we live in a world right now whereby if you don't have the bill, that's the money. Some people don't want to move with you. Some people feel you're not doing well in life. So it's making the young ones now running after money, whereby the other things are important than money. And they feel money can get them everything. Usually wrong. Like, I lead the people that you can buy a wristwatch, you can't buy time. You can buy a house, you can't buy a home. So they feel money can get them everything, which is totally not.
Even if all these things are happening, and then the subject that is under this pressure, under this factor, is subdued under the dominion of God, is that factor of the government of God will control the person to hold on, to be patient, to endure the process. When our relationship with God is correct, from the government perspective, from the individual perspective, from the parents, from the community, then every other thing will take their shape, and in a very short time, many things will be corrected.
We have to go to the source. We have to rebuild the source. So when the source is being taken care of, spiritually and otherwise, everything will be fine.
It is a popular parlance in many societies that the future of any nation lies on the youth. Therefore, breeding a healthy, productive, disciplined, hardworking, and honest youth will save the future of Nigeria.